Hello, today I'm going to show you how to use layer masks in adjustment layers. What I want to do is to create some kind of a Sin City movie effect. The first thing that I will do is make image black and white. There are different ways to do it. I'm gonna do it with help of Channel Mixer. I will click here monochrome and the image is black and white. But I will also play a little bit with the channels because I want the image to look darker. Let it be like this. Now you can see Channel Mixer adjustment layer here. This white rectangle is a layer mask. White means the adjustments are visible. Black means the adjustments are not visible. And this is all you should know about layer masks. I can invert the layer mask by selecting the layer mask and pressing Ctrl I on my keyboard. Now my layer mask is black and my adjustments are not visible. I'm going to click Ctrl I again. My adjustments are visible. What I want to do is to make the whole image black and white except of her dress. I want it to be red as on the image very first time. To do this, I can either select brush tool, change its color to black, select layer mask, it is already selected, and start painting on the dress. I don't have to be accurate here because I can fix if I don't like something. For example, here I can change brush color back to white and start and fix what I've done wrong, like this. If you want to see how your layer mask looks, you should press Alt on your keyboard and click on your layer mask. Here how it looks. I'm going to paint it all white, like this. In this particular image, I think that it is better and quicker to select the dress with help of selection tool. It's not always convenient, but here I think it is convenient. Again, the selection shouldn't be very perfect, because later I can fix it. Then I will take this tool, select black color, and fill my selection. Here we go. Sorry for the quality of the image, I just found it in the internet in Google Images, so the quality is not very good. Now I'm going to do some fixes. Brush tool is selected, color black, and I'm going to paint in some areas that I think should be red. By the way, I use my keyboard when working with Photoshop images very often because it is quicker. So I can switch these colors with pressing X on my keyboard, as you see, like this. It's really helpful. So why? Because for example now I need to switch to white color and paint it here. Let's see. Fine. Another way that you can fix your layer mask is using smudge tool. I'm going to show you somewhere near the edges, like this. It's better seen on the layer mask. Smudge tool works like this. So where the edges are rough, I can use smudge tool to make it look just a little bit better. For example, here it will be not convenient to use brush because it should be very thin then. Layer masks are very convenient because if you make some mistakes, you can always fix it. If you excuse me, I will not be very accurate in this particular case because I just want to show you how to work with layer masks. Plus, the quality of the image is not so good, so I think that will be enough. Now, what I want to do is to make the image darker and more dramatic. I will create curves adjustment layer like this, and I want these adjustments to affect the whole image except the dress. I already have this type of layer mask, so I can duplicate it. To do this, I'm going to select this layer mask. Let's look at this again. It is selected. Press Alt on your keyboard, click and drag it here. Yes. Now, I can see that the dress pops out too much, but let's not worry about this right now. I'm gonna fix it later. What I don't like here now is that the model and her face is way too dark. It means that I have to delete these adjustments only from her face and maybe from her hand. I can do this by selecting brush tool, color black, and I will use opacity 20%. You can either type it right here 20% or as I use keyboard, as I already told you. I just press 2 on my keyboard and you can see that now opacity is 20. I will draw over her hair too because it is also dark. So I think it looks good, and now I should work with her hand. Opacity 20. So And maybe I will make her hair just a little bit lighter. Like this. Now I want to make some kind of a dark frame on the image, and I will use solid color black. Okay, and I'm going to invert the layer mask by pressing Ctrl I. Then I'm going to choose brush, and I need color white. 20% opacity is fine, and then I'm going to paint it. Again, I do this because I want the image to be a bit more dramatic. If I want to reduce something, I choose color black, maybe 10% opacity, something like this. Now, I want to make the dress darker because it stands out way too much. Again, I will use curves. For example, I like the dress like this, but I want this adjustments affect only the dress. I can duplicate this layer mask where we have our dress, duplicate it right here, and invert it. Ctrl I. Now it affects only the dress. Okay, now I want to brighten up the image a little bit because I think it's way too dark. I will use brightness contrast adjustment layer and brighten it up. What I usually do is I just starting to move the brightness up until I like it. Like this. I like it. Okay, again, sorry, I wasn't very accurate here on the edges. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please write it in comments. Also, please write what kind of tutorials you would like to see in the future. Bye!